Okay. Same stuff. This is my phone number. Email. The class meets, okay, so I'm saying here that this class meets online on Tuesdays. That's not true. You have work to do at your own pace. Not at your own pace, but you have your own, asynchronous. And you'll be doing that on Tuesdays. Does that mean you have to do it exactly on Tuesday? No, but don't fall behind on this stuff, on the work, right? Because it'll creep up on you. So just do it. If you don't do it Tuesday, do it Monday, do it later Tuesday, whenever, right? But you don't have to do it. You don't have to be in the lab at 11 o'clock on Tuesdays, right? For lecture, it's different, but for lab, no. So, but on Thursday, yes. So we're going to do that one in person, and we're in B190, I believe. Or the first, when you walk in the doors, it's the first lab on the right. So half of your grade is going to come from these Labster assignments, and half of them are going to come from practicals. The practicals are essentially all anatomy, right? So we'll be looking at slides, for example, slides of endocrine tissue. And I'll be pointing to things on it, and I just want you to know where it is. So if I point to something, you should be able to say what that is, right? Or if we have the heart, if I'm pointing to something on the heart, you should be able to know what part of the heart that is, right? So that's the practicals. There's 3 of them during the semester. And I've got the dates at the bottom. I've got the dates right here, my intended dates, right? So our first practical is not until the 23rd, right? So we have practicals, and then half your grade is going to be on these Labster assignments, which I'm going to show you in a minute, right? This is going to give you an idea, a rough idea of, what to follow as far as the Labster assignments. Essentially, follow whatever we're doing in the lecture. If you're not in the lecture, then follow. If you're not in lecture, then just follow this. Right. So, how do you get to the Labster assignments? You're going to click on assignments. So you click on assignments, then I don't know why, like I labeled these, but anyway. So let's just pick, we're going to pick, I don't know if this first one's working perfect, so I'm going to pick the second one. So you pick one of these, right? Now you're going to click on it. And it's going to bring you up to something like this. You're going to scroll down, read this, obviously. Scroll down. And down here, you see that thing it's saying load. It's going to load it. So click on it. And it's going to load it in a different window. Oh, really? Okay, I'm going to try to do it without loading Chrome. Okay, look, here's the part that I want you to pay attention to. They're asking you for a voucher code. You're not going to need a voucher code. Do not buy anything. This is, we already paid for it as a college. So click like I agree and just continue through it. Don't put any voucher code. I'm hoping this is going to work, right? So then you didn't put anything in, and I didn't put anything in, and it's loading, right? It's going to get stuck right about here. 22%, 25%, it gets stuck. Just wait it out. Right, it's going to get stuck. Just leave it. So this one's stuck at 22. We're going to wait for it to go through. And it's going to bring you into the assignment. So don't pay for it. Don't put in any voucher code. Just bypass it. Some of these Labsters, I don't know, students love them or hate them. You're not gonna be able to necessarily quickly go through them, right? So give yourself 45 minutes to do one of these labs. Like, give yourself the actual time. Don't, I know how it is when we have online stuff. We're just like, oh, let's just jump to the, where are the questions? Let's jump to them, click, 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 done. See how long this is taking to load? I don't even know if I want to wait through it. I'll wait another minute. So you see they're all, maybe I shouldn't have done this either. Oh, so my whole thing's getting stuck. Are you guys still here? Yes, okay. All right, so they're all here. And this is kind of the order that you do them in, right? So for now, like within the next 2 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, do the first 4. These first 4 have to do, well, this first one is just a introduction, right? But these 3 here have to do with endocrine system, right? All the way up to diabetes. And then hematology, that's going to be the next chapter of blood, right? And then down here, action potential, cardiorespiratory, these are all heart, right? So I'm following the order. These are all kind of like in the order, right? So before we take the first quiz, it'll help you to have these 3 done. Oh, since I clicked off of it, it stopped loading. Yeah, and I'm not using Google Chrome, which is, it does work on Google Chrome. I'm going to try this one. All right, it's not letting me do it. Well, let me see if I can open up Chrome. Just give me a second. Okay, I guess I could try it. Let's see what we got. All right. So A&P II Lab, student view. All right, let me try one more time. So assignments. I'll pick this endocrinology one. Then, there it is. It's kind of telling you, it's giving you a background to it. And look, this stuff's related. We're going to be talking about LH, FSH, progesterone, estrogen. We're talking about these things. So, the lab, you might not like to do it, and I get it, but it should help you with the lecture. It's not that the lab in itself, it should be something that you should stress about. You're going to do fine. I usually give A's and B's in labs, right? You'll get an A or a B, but it's to help you with lecture, because that's more difficult. So you're loading this in a new window. All right, let's hope I'm passing this voucher up. I'm just going to continue. All right, let's see if this one loads. All right, 22. This is where we got stuck last time. If it doesn't go in a second, I'm just gonna continue. You know, you can load it at home and just mess around with it. You can't break anything, obviously, but it's kind of like a video game. I was just gonna show you what it looks like. So these, you know, do these videos, um, you know, when you have time, but make sure they get done. Don't fall behind. Have the endocrine ones done before the 16th. All right, because it's why would you take the test on endocrine system and then come after and do the lab? All right, so this thing loaded, so I'm going to start it. I'm just, I'm just giving you an idea. I don't even know if you can hear it. So you can kind of like move around, you know, and then so I'm not going to walk through it. All right. You know, so it's just like if you were in a lab, we're going to go put on our lab coat. Some of it's kind of stupid. You got to put on your glasses. Oh, gloves. Yeah, of course, gloves. All right, and then we're going to go through the door. All right, I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just giving you kind of like an idea. So there are experiments, right? There's our rabbits, and we're going to give different hormones to the rabbits and see what happens, right? So anyway, that's kind of what they look like. So I'm gonna go out of it. So that was the simulation. It takes a little bit of time, but you do learn something like information that we use somehow in the class. So it helps you to understand, for example, this will help you to understand how the endocrine system works, right? Because I'm always looking at that for lecture, that you have like a complete understanding of the system. So anyway, assignments, that's where you're going to get the assignments. Grades, just like in lecture, all your grades are going to, like as you do stuff, they're going to be, you know, it's going to be marked here, and then your final grade will update as we go along. Right. The three practicals, those are in class. So I have dates for those. But the other stuff, I don't have dates. And they're not necessarily in order, right? Like that endocrine one, that's like halfway down. Right. But the grades update. Okay, so modules. When we look at slides or different models or something like that, I'll usually put something here. So this is kind of up here kind of soon, but I put some of the slides that we're going to look at next Thursday. I put them up beforehand. So that's all that is. You don't even have to look at it now. I'm just saying that's what will go under modules. I'm not even going to wait for it to load because we're already at 11:52. So I think we covered everything. I
have
went
a
a little
question.
fast. Yes, that's questions. Yes.
So next Thursday, so we will meet in class every Thursday.
Yes.
Okay.
We we might not go the whole time. I think lab is 2 hours and 25 minutes on Thursday. It's kind of it's sort of up to you. Like you have to prepare for a practical, but when you feel like that you've done that, it's not like we have to go the whole time. It's kind of you might need more time and you might need less time, right? You shouldn't be like on your phone and then ducking out after a half hour. It's not enough, right? Even though I post some of this stuff online, you still need to like manipulate it with your hands and like, you know, if we have a model of the heart, you need to like touch the model of the heart.
Right.
But yeah, it's not. But you know, that's it. Thursday, so not Tuesday.
Okay. All right.
Let me
So what about this? So we're gonna meet in class this Thursday?
next like a week from today.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
So Tuesday, no, we're not meeting Tuesday. You just work on those assignments that I was showing you. Work on a couple of
Oh
those.
Lord, I'm so sorry. I'm mixed up. Today is
I'm the
Thursday.
same way
I'm sorry. I'm mixed up. I'm
because it's the
sorry.
first class of the week, right? So you would think there would be a Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm thinking today. All right. I'm
That's all
sorry.
right.
Never mind.
All right, let me stop recording.